Here comes a moment in life when everything becomes quiet. No distractions. No music. No notifications. Just you, alone with your thoughts. And in that moment, a question appears. Who am I really? Not your name. Not your followers. Not your job. Not the version of yourself you show people every day. The real you. Most people spend their entire lives trying to understand the world, but never take time to understand themselves. They know celebrities better than they know their own emotions. They know trends better than they know their own purpose. They can describe everyone else's personality, but struggle to explain who they truly are inside. That's why self-awareness is powerful. Because the moment you begin understanding yourself, your entire life starts changing. Today, we're going deep into self-awareness. What it is, why it matters, and how it can completely transform your mindset, relationships, confidence, and future. Part 1. What is self-awareness? Self-awareness is the ability to understand your thoughts, emotions, actions, habits, and motives. It means recognizing why you do the things you do. Why certain things trigger you. Why some people drain your energy. Why some situations make you anxious. Why you keep repeating the same patterns. Most people live on autopilot. Wake up. Scroll social media. Compare themselves to others. Go through the day emotionally reacting to everything around them. Then sleep and repeat the cycle. Without self-awareness, people become controlled by emotions they don't understand. Anger controls them. Fear controls them. Validation controls them. Addiction controls them. Peer pressure controls them. But when you become self-aware, you begin taking your power back. You stop reacting emotionally to every situation. You start observing your own thoughts. You begin asking questions like, why did that upset me? Why do I always doubt myself? Why do I care so much about what people think? Am I actually happy, or just distracted? Those questions are the beginning of growth. Part 2. The problem with modern life. We live in a world filled with distractions. Every second, something is competing for your attention. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, notifications, trends, drama, opinions. People are constantly consuming content but rarely spending time alone with themselves. And honestly, many people avoid silence because silence reveals truth. When everything becomes quiet, insecurities become louder. That's why some people can never sit alone without needing entertainment. Because deep down, they're uncomfortable with themselves. Self-awareness requires reflection. And reflection can be painful. It forces you to confront things you normally ignore. Your bad habits. Your toxic behaviors. Your excuses. Your fears. Your insecurities. But avoiding the truth never improves your life. Facing it does. Part 3. The painful truth about yourself. Self-awareness forces you to confront uncomfortable truths. Like realizing, maybe you procrastinate because you're afraid to fail. Maybe you joke all the time because you avoid vulnerability. Maybe you seek attention because deep down you don't feel important. Maybe you keep entering toxic relationships because chaos feels familiar. OF. That one hurt. And here's the terrifying part. Most people never confront these truths. They distract themselves forever. Entertainment. Scrolling. Partying. Noise. Anything to avoid sitting alone with their own thoughts. Because silence is dangerous. Silence starts asking questions. Are you actually happy? Do you even like yourself? Why are you pretending all the time? That's why some people can't sit quietly for 5 minutes without opening TikTok. The moment silence appears, their brain starts loading emotional boss battles. Part 4. Your brain is a menace. Let's talk about the human brain for a second. Your brain is supposed to protect you. But sometimes it acts like your biggest enemy. You could receive 99 compliments. But your brain will focus on the one negative comment from a profile picture shaped like an egg. Amazing. Your brain also has perfect timing. Trying to be productive? Your brain. Let's suddenly remember every embarrassing moment since kindergarten. Trying to improve your life? Your brain. What if everybody secretly hates you? Trying to sleep? Your brain. Here's a full cinematic replay of your failures. Thank you, brain. Very supportive. And anxiety makes it worse. Anxiety is basically your brain creating fake movie trailers about disasters that never happen. You send one text. Your brain. You ruined everything. They hate you. Move countries immediately. Part 5. The ego trap. One thing self-awareness destroys is ego. Because eventually you realize. You are not the main character in everybody else's life. Painful information. People are too busy fighting their own demons to analyze your every move. Meanwhile you're overthinking a conversation from 6 months ago. Nobody remembers. Except your brain. Your brain remembers everything. Especially at 3 a.m. Self-awareness teaches humility. You realize you've been wrong before. You've been immature before. You've hurt people before. That's hard to accept. Because humans love feeling morally superior. People will say, "I hate drama." Then immediately call their friend. "Girl, let me tell you what happened." Humans are walking contradictions. And self-awareness means recognizing your own hypocrisy, which is deeply uncomfortable. Part 6, The Dark Side of Modern Life. Modern life is overstimulating. We weren't designed for this. Thousands of opinions daily. Constant comparison. Infinite scrolling. Endless bad news. Your ancestors hunted animals. You fight invisible emotional battles against comment sections. Different struggle. And because everybody's distracted, nobody reflects anymore. People are addicted to avoiding themselves. That's why so many people feel empty even while constantly entertained. Because distraction is not fulfillment. You can laugh all day and still feel lost inside. That's the scary part. Part 7, Self-awareness changes everything. But despite how painful it is, self-awareness can save your life. Because once you understand yourself, you stop self-destructing blindly. You recognize toxic patterns faster. You stop chasing validation from people who don't even like themselves. You stop pretending to be someone else. You begin healing. Slowly. Painfully. Awkwardly. Growth is ugly sometimes. Nobody shows that part online. Nobody posts. Day 43 of crying and realizing my childhood affected my emotional behavior. No. People post sunsets and gym selfies. Meanwhile, healing feels like emotionally fighting a dragon with a spoon. But it matters. Because awareness gives you choice. And choice gives you power. Part 8, The Funniest Part of Existence. Honestly, human existence is absurd. We're all pretending we know what we're doing. Nobody fully understands life. Adults just become older children with back pain and bills. That's it. One day you're a kid asking for snacks. Next thing you know, you're stressed about taxes and lower back problems. Terrifying transition. And despite all our intelligence, humans still ignore obvious problems. We need sleep. Stays awake until 4 a.m. We should save money. Orders food delivery again. We should heal emotionally. Starts another toxic relationship immediately. Incredible species.